Hello, hello! What's up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and this is my 31 days of horror movie reviews, and I am here to talk about The Grudge 2. This came out in 2006, it is once again directed by Takashi Shimizu, and this is once again, like I talked about before, The Grudge are movies that I thought I've watched, but watching them now, yeah, I definitely, for sure, haven't seen this one before. This film follows the sister of Sarah Michelle Gellar's character, Audrey. She has to go to Japan to save her because she's in a hospital now. They think that she started this fire that burned down the house from the first film. And Audrey, not only her, but several other characters are encountering the ghost, the demon, whatever the hell this chick is, and the little boy, and them terrorizing people, them killing people almost left and right. You have three sets of characters that this movie centers around. And I'll be honest, I didn't love this movie. I didn't even really care for this movie. Technically, from a writing aspect, from a structure standpoint, I do think it's slightly better than the first one, just in some ways, but then it does a lot of things that kind of annoy me, that sort of piss me off, and we'll get into that. First, let's talk about Sarah Michelle Gellar as Karen. I talked about how much I didn't care for Karen as a character in the first movie because I didn't think she was all that interesting, just writing-wise. There wasn't much to her, but I liked Sarah Michelle Gellar, so it was fine to have her as the main character. To bring her back here and to do what they do with her. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to give it away, even though this movie's been out for years and years. But still, how they treat her character I thought was dumb. Just dumb, completely unnecessary, completely wasted of Sarah Michelle Gellar in general, and I didn't care for that. I didn't care for that at all. I did like how they introduced her sister now to step in. The actress who plays Audrey is Amber Tamblyn. She's okay, but I didn't think she was better than Sarah Michelle Gellar, so it seemed odd to have her be the new main character, because what does she do? She goes to see her sister, and then she finds out about this ghost. She has to relearn everything that we already know and that Sarah Michelle Gellar already know, but now she's getting introduced to it, and then she just goes along the way and doesn't really do anything, especially when you get to the end of the movie and what happens with her. You go, wow, that was unnecessary. That was a complete waste of time, if I'm being honest. Also, another character, Allison, is played by Ariel Kebbel. She's an actress that I've seen in a few things, so she was fine. She too, though, I feel like this director or the writers, they have this constant need of having these characters who aren't really strong, who can't fight against this demon, ghost, whatever it is. They all sort of cower in fear, and they all kind of just get killed off. And it's frustrating. It is. It's frustrating because this demon, this ghost, whatever the hell she is, and the little boy who sounds like a cat, which I think is one of the dumbest things ever, but this ghost is so powerful. It's hard to really understand how far her powers go or how much she can do, what she's able to do. Does she possess people? Does she control things, manipulate things? How exactly does she kill people? Because you never really see it. You just see the aftermath of the dead bodies just sitting there. What does she do to them? I don't know. And because she's so powerful, because she does seem like she's so, like, there's no way of defeating her, maybe to some people that makes it scary because you don't know how to beat her, but to me it takes me out of the story because it doesn't really seem like there's anything to root for, to care about, like there's a character for me to latch on to, because I don't think anybody can stop this ghost. It just seems like you're repeating yourself over and over again. I did like some of the story with Jennifer Beal, and she moves into the house with her husband or boyfriend or whatever and his kids, and I thought that was interesting, but then that goes into a weird direction once again. Maybe it's the lack of me fully understanding what this ghost can do, how far her powers reach. I know that because the house was burnt down in the first movie, that maybe that made her more powerful, but still, this ghost, this backstory that they went back to with the husband, and then they tried to add more backstory with maybe the ghost's mom had something to do with doing something to her when she was a kid, and that added to what she is now. It's all a little convoluted. It's all a little all over the place. Teresa Palmer is in this movie as Vanessa. She's like a school bully. I like the actress, but the character itself is written very typical, very generic. Not really much more to it than that. They did have Japanese actors, though, like actually a part of the story, actually characters in the movie. And I appreciated that. I liked that, especially the one guy, Edison Chen. He was really good, and I sort of wish they did even more with him because I liked him there. Obviously, this ending kind of goes too big and too next level for me to really care about another Grudge movie or where they would go next. The movie, maybe at the end of the day, I'll be nice and say it's fine, it's watchable, it's okay, but I also never really found myself being all that scared. So maybe I've seen too many of these, maybe I'm just a hard person to scare, but I don't know, these Grudge movies did not impress me or did not do much for me like I thought they would. Honestly, I think the first Ring movie is better. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below what do you think of The Grudge 2. Am I being too harsh, or do you like it? Did you like the first Grudge movie? Are the Japanese versions better? Maybe I should watch those. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
Souls taken over by a devilish path. You got me walking on broken glass. Kicking down the door with a Jason mask. With a deck dome machete, but you motherfuckers know it's heavy. Anytime you're ready, you can get you with a Bowie. Setting up to blow me, but the bitch don't know me. Who's going? I'm going, you know. I know that the man in the mirror is my next rival. Time goes and I never thought I'd live it so fast. Staring at the world from the end of my glass. Turned into a dark place, severed my brain. I done dropped out of class, but I made